She cut my oxygen line. I gasped to the 911 operator, my voice thin and ragged. I have her on camera. She came into my house and cut my oxygen line. There was a pause on the line, the kind that tells you they're weighing whether this is a prank or a crisis. It wasn't a prank. I was sprawled on the floor, clawing for air, my phone looping the footage. Pamela Vaughn, HOA tyrant, slipping into my living room at 2:12 a.m., snipping my oxygen tubing like it was a loose thread. My lifeline deemed an aesthetic violation was severed. A week earlier, I'd come home from the hospital after a brutal respiratory infection, pneumonia, and asthma that had me intubated for 3 days. My wife, Carla, wheeled me through the door of our Crestview Meadows home, a portable oxygen unit trailing behind. Without it, I was as good as gone. We set up a discreet home system. Tubing, tanks, a quiet machine by the couch. I thought I was safe. Then Pamela struck. Pamela Vaughn had a perpetual scowl, like she was born squinting at the world's imperfections. She'd call the city over a neighbor's holiday lights being too festive. When she saw my oxygen setup, her lips curled like she'd smelled rot. The next day, a note appeared taped to my window, medical equipment visible. Violates HOA Code 4.2c. Relocate or conceal. I moved the tank behind the curtains, hoping that'd shut her up. It didn't. She hovered, literally walking her yappy terrier past our house 10 times a day, peering at our blinds. Carla started parking our SUV at an angle to block her view. We called her the Glarer, laughing nervously. But I didn't feel safe. Then came the night I woke suffocating, my chest of ice, no air through my cannula. I collapsed trying to stand, dragging myself to the machine. The tubing was sliced clean, scissored, not frayed. Our security system, installed after a porch theft, caught everything. Pamela used a key, maybe a master or a lockpick, waltzed in, snipped the line, smirked at the camera, and left. That smirk lit a fire in minute, just fear, but fury. By the time paramedics arrived, Carla, home from her ER night shift, was a storm of cold rage. She saw the cut tubing, the footage, and said, "We're going to crush her." The next morning, Pamela strolled by with her dog, acting innocent. Carla confronted her on the lawn. Pamela had the gall to say, "I was restoring neighborhood harmony. Your husband's equipment unsettles residents." Carla got close. Pamela tripped into her own rosebush. She didn't know we had her on tape. I called the police. Officer Torres, who'd handled our theft case, watched the footage, incredulous. "She just walked in?" At 2 a.m. He rewound, chuckling darkly at Pamela's smirk. "Your HOA's about to get real quiet." Carla didn't wait. She filed a police report, contacted neighbors, and scheduled a lawyer. Pamela waved at our house that afternoon, smug, thinking she'd won. I rewatched the footage, zooming in here, glance at the camera, the gleeful snip, the lint-brushing swagger. This was personal. That evening, our neighbor Mrs. Elsie, a sharp 78-year-old ex-data analyst, arrived with a flash drive. "I've been watching Pamela for years," she said. "Ever since she fined me for planting drought-resistant sage." Elsie's hobby included microdrones and thermal cameras. Her footage, synced with backyard audio, caught Pamela muttering before entering our home, "Let's see him breathe through this hospital junk." Carla's jaw clenched. "She's done," she said. Elsie grinned. "Go public." I held off. "Let the police move first." We drafted a letter to the HOA board, attaching stills, timestamps, and Pamela's damning words. We emailed every board member, neighbor, and our lawyer. Subject: criminal activity by HOA president. By morning, 3 board members resigned. 1 called to apologize. 2 defended Pamela, claiming we'd slandered her. Pamela posted on the HOA's social page, accusing us of fabricated drama. Elsie commented, "Hey Pamela, are scissors standard HOA tools?" The post vanished in minutes. Torres returned, body cam rolling. "We're charging her with trespassing, destruction of medical property, reckless endangerment, maybe attempted manslaughter." That evening, Pamela yelled into her phone on her porch, gesturing at our house. Neighbors watched, one with a lawn chair. Elsie texted, "She claims the video's edited." I replied, "She'd say I faked my lungs." Carla held a folder. "Time for a lawyer." She wants war. She's getting one. By Tuesday, Pamela was unraveling. Neighbors reported her burning papers at 3 a.m. She tried rekeying the HOA office, lacking authority. At the pre-trial hearing, our lawyer, Victor Hayes, a grizzled HOA buster, presented the footage and Elsie's audio. Pamela, in a navy suit with a gaudy dove pin, claimed she believed the equipment was a hazard. Judge Carver, a no-nonsense veteran, cut her off. "You entered a home at night and cut an oxygen line. That's malicious." Pamela stammered. "I was stressed." Carver granted a restraining order, barred Pamela from HOA duties, and revealed her insurance provider had dropped the board her undisclosed fraud conviction from a decade ago voided coverage. Outside, Carla squeezed my hand. "She's spiraling." "She's not done," I said. That night, Elsie sent another clip. Pamela, at a board meeting, mocking my hospital decor and others' tacky homes. I posted it anonymously to the neighborhood forum. It exploded. A petition to dissolve the HOA, started by a dad fined for a swing set, hit 75% signatures in a day. Neighbors shared stories, fake fines, threats over a birdhouse, demands to repaint garish doors. Pamela posted a teary video, claiming harassment. Nobody bought it. Elsie went nuclear, projecting the break-in footage on every garage door via drone. Pamela's hospital line looping. Neighbors ate popcorn. A kid blasted Darth Vader's theme. Pamela fell into her shrubs trying to hose a projection. Reddit loved it. She filed a city complaint, naming Elsie as a cyber terrorist. But Elsie's binder of evidence, 5 years of Pamela's abuses, weighed the council to audit the HOA and revoke its privileges. Then came the kicker. Pamela's urban planner job was a lie. No credentials, no firm, just a fraud conviction under an old name. Her lawyer bailed. The HOA's bank froze her access after uncovering untraced beautification funds fountains nobody saw, cameras only on her street, lavish lunches. The final blow was new footage from our motion detector camera. Pamela stealing my mailed medication, a controlled substance. Torres served a warrant, cuffing her mid-packing. Her shock was palpable. At trial, Pamela's quivering community service defense flopped. Carla's testimony describing me clawing for air gutted the room. Guilty, trespassing, endangerment, theft, obstruction. 18 months probation, 6 months house arrest, $5,000 fine, and community service with respiratory patients. The HOA dissolved. A volunteer council, led by Elsie, replaced it. Her first flyer read, "Your oxygen, your business. Welcome to freedom." Pamela's house went up for sale, shutters drawn, lawn wild. A no trespassing sign appeared. Carla smirked. "That's what we said." At our no HOA fest, neighbors danced, kids bounced, and a Pamela cutout graced the dunk tank. My oxygen machine hummed openly. Reporters came. We declined interviews. It wasn't about fame, it was about breathing free. Pamela's dark house stood silent, her for sale sign crooked. Justice had rooted. I was free.